Hello, Kristen Steps here with Zap Diabetes again, finally. I wanted to do a brief Medtronic update. Obviously, I've had the pump, the 670G, since I think it was like late June. I still do not have a CGM. I don't have any sensors. It's getting close to 6 months, which is like, I guess, 1/8 of the pump's lifespan because they consider it 4 years. So that's kind of crazy. I almost feel like a little bit misled. I don't know. We'll see. But I understand. You know, stuff happens. Like I said in my video about Puerto Rico. But this one's been a pretty long time. I want to say, I feel like if this was an amusement park, I would have gotten out of line already. I would assume the ride was broken. It's time to get out of line. It's frustrating to not have as many choices. That being said, Medtronic does have the best product, as I've said many times before. Again about Medtronic, I recently had to call them. And a couple times, actually I called them in August over the same issue. I received a bill on my new pump, and I had not received my trade-in credit for my old pump. And so in August, I called them. I said, hey, I didn't get a trade-in credit. I sent in the pump, and they're like, oh, well, we got it, but it takes a while to process the credit, and all that, which is kind of weird for me because I've had Medtronic pumps since 2001. I've traded in my pump many times, and usually just happens right away. I never had an issue. There wasn't any delay. So I don't know if things changed or what, but anyway, they should maybe be taken care of. So I don't know if they sent me a bill in September or not, but if they did, I missed it. I got one in October, late October. It said I owed the same amount of money as before. And so I was like, what's this about? So I called them up. I get transferred a couple times. Finally talked to the lady. Say, listen, I sent my pump. I had a loaner pump. So I sent my loaner pump with my old pump for the trade-in credit together. I was told to do this by Medtronic over the phone. And I confirmed it with them twice. They said, send it together. And so she says, okay, well, do you have your tracking number? Luckily, in my car, I had my tracking number. I gave her the tracking number. They did some research and eventually got an email saying that they were going to take care of it. So I got good customer service from her. She did what she was supposed to do. I know that I sent it to them. I don't have this pump anymore, or a loaner pump. You can see when I had them in some of my previous videos, but once I was done with those, I sent them in. So we'll see what happens the next time I get a statement from them. Hopefully it is in fact taken care of. I'm glad she did follow up with me. I was impressed with that. I guess I've never really had a problem with a lot of people I work with at Medtronic. They usually follow through and do it, and I get an answer, which is something that I'll give them props on. But there's things that happen within the company that their employees don't necessarily have any control over that have caused me a great deal of grief. And one of them being in April, they were running that get a 630G and then upgrade to a 670 for free. I was approved like a day after that program ended or something. And I had been trying for like 2 months to get in there and get that done. And it just kept getting delayed. I almost felt like they delayed it on purpose. Maybe they didn't. Maybe my insurance company took that long. But it just seemed rather unfair. They then wouldn't take care of it. Now, they did come back and say, okay, we're going to send you a 670G. You won't get your sensors till, the beginning of October. but of course that hasn't happened. I kind of was hoping to get them early because I got the pump earlier than they said. So, but now we're sitting in November, and I was told, oh, it'll happen in December. We'll see if it happens in December. Oh, my other issue has been like billing. Like, you know, sometimes when you deal with something like an insulin pump and insulin pump supplies, things like that, you have a yearly copay with your insurance, things like that. You know, you might get a bill that's, you know, at least $250 or more. And I think I've been in a couple times where I've gotten bills that were like $285, $295. And I don't know what their cutoff. Maybe $300, maybe $400. But at that point, they won't take. They don't want to split up your payment or make any sort of payment arrangements unless it's over that amount. And I know it's at least $300. And you know, I don't necessarily have, you know, $275 and just random money sitting around to pay Medtronic. So a lot of times it's like, hey, I'd like to pay you a couple times to get this bill taken care of, and they didn't like that. So I didn't think that was very cool, you know, especially, you know, when it's over a couple $100. I haven't done a video in a long while. My kids come first, and then I had to start really focusing on getting some personal things done, and now I've started to work more on myself. I had been biking outside, you know, so 10, 15 miles, a lot of days, maybe 4 days a week. I'm starting to get cold here, so I did join a gym, and I am, you know, doing elliptical, running, doing all those things. I think exercise is really important for type 1 diabetes, and I've also been trying to rest more, because when you work and you take these kids to all these activities and you're constantly, you know, focused on make sure they do their homework and all those types of things, you get very exhausted. So rest is important, but I'm hoping that I could start making some more videos more often. But until next time, please like, comment, and subscribe. See ya.